Hi, Belinda, how are you?
I'm good.
You continue, okay?
Okay.
When will your semester end?
Our finals is next week, so next Friday.
Okay. Hi, Harrison. Hi, Liana. You both get started, okay? I'll come with you later.
Should I write a helper function for swapping?
Whatever you want, whatever you
Mm,
want, as long as it solve the problem. Okay?
okay.
Try not to look at the internet for the solution. You try to make solve it by yourself, okay?
Yeah.
Key point is that the struggling will help you in terms of finding the solution by yourself. Okay, you need
Mm-hmm.
that. You need that. Okay, take your time. I will come back later. Okay, don't worry.
Okay.
Next one, let me have Liana. Liana, your turn. Liana, are you okay so far?
Yeah.
How is your test on Tuesday? Doing okay?
It was okay.
Let me know if you have question or need help. Okay.
Okay.
You want to have a user message, and then this here you have get message. So you duplicate it. You want to move this to here. Right side, not left side. User message. So here, why you need to set text for message? Your message is an inbox. Your message is an inbox. Where is your message? Okay, where is this message?
Here.
This one, the text area. Okay, this one. This one is the message. So on change, you already have the message. This one you don't need to set. It already has the new message there. You don't need to set it. I'm not sure why you need it. What's your purpose? So you get text from the message and then you console log it, and then what you want to do? What else you want to do?
I put the text in the box.
Which box?
This one.
But that one is the message already, right? That one is message already, right?
Yeah.
Is it the inbox or it is a label? What's it? So let's see. You have the name and age, and then you have a submit. So you have the submit. Let's see. You have the submit button. When you hit the submit button, you get the name from the name, get the age from the age, and then you console log it. You console log it, and then after that, what do you do with your name and your age? You have the name, you have the age right here. And then you console log it, and then what else? What do you want to do? You want to show in here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to show in here. These two variables cannot be here. Need to be outside. No. You cannot completely move it. The get text part is all needed, but the outside you need to add the bar username equals empty string. So go to variable, bar variable, put it here, and then put a username. Put it here. And this username equals empty string. Okay, and right here, delete this var. You can use the show text to delete it. Delete it, yeah. Same thing for user age. So you need to put a var user age equals 0. Put another one, another line. user age equals 0. So these two are global variable, and you update it when you click it. You cannot declare a new variable there. Okay, so you get these two, you console log it, and then when you have it, when you do submit, these two variables are there. So you don't need to, and then you want to show it here, right? After submit, right?
Yeah.
So you don't need to this change. This change is not needed. You just put the set text and console log to here. So set text message. No, this you delete the whole thing. This one not needed. The whole on event message not needed. Delete it. So you actually add a set text here. Set text message. And then here, username plus user age. Just try it. You can change it later. No, double quote. Double quote is a string. Later you can change, okay? You can change. So go. Put something on the name and age. Submit. Okay, so that's what you show. If you don't want to show it, you have to change your format of the data. It's okay? Change the
Yeah.
format, for example, one line and then change line and then another line, something like that. That's up to you. I don't know what you want to show, but work on it, okay? I'll be back. Next one, Harrison. Harrison, your turn. Sorry for the long waiting.
I did this one.
Okay, next one. apparently your algorithm doesn't work. Why you -1 here?
Here.
Yeah, why you do need to do -1?
So I check. I don't need to check the last one because it checks the one after it.
You know, this kind of programming is really bad. It's just arbitrarily changing something. You need to set up your plan. Number one, you actually look at the string. You may have A, B, B, C, whatever. So you look at the cut point. So you look at this different cut point. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. You look at this different one. So you're starting from 1. This one is okay. So the last cut point is right up to here. You still have one more to check after here. This one you cannot compare. So you here, right here, you actually up to here, you want to do it, that's fine.
Wait.
But you will miss out this one. So what you need to do is like right here, inside here, you have two cases. You have these two later the same or these two later different, two cases, and you handle that two cases well. Right here, you did not handle it well. That's another thing. So you have two problems. One is you do not handle the change well. You do not handle the end of the string well. You have two problems.
Okay.
Okay, that's what I can see from here. But the way you do programming, you just try to turn it here, there. That's actually the wrong way to do programming. I wish you to redo it, have a clean start, making sure everything is clean. Right now, you are just arbitrary. Let me change it -1. Let me add 1. Let me do. That's actually wrong. You need to have a clear idea of what are you doing here. Not just let me change I plus 1 here. That's not programming. That's tweaking. Okay. Next one, go back to Belinda. Belinda, your turn.
I'm
Did you
not
solve?
too.
Did you solve your problem?
No.
Let's see. Can you move up a little bit? Let's read the problem first. It's called O swap. So we say to string match if they are non-empty and their first character are the same. Look over and return the given array of the non-empty string as follows. If a string matches the earlier string, swap the two strings in the array. When the position in the array have been swapped, no longer match anything. Use a map. This can be solved making one pass. Okay. So this one you want to do swapping. So what it want you to do is that let's assume that you have A, B, A, C, and B, X, B, Y. So the result is this one A and A in match. So you need to swap as A, C, and A, B. This one you need to swap as B, Y, and B, X. So you want to do swapping, then you so you want to do swapping. So what you need to do is that you want to see if later you have some data that actually is of the same character before, of the same starting character before, and you will do swapping there. Okay, you will do swapping there. Now let's see. There are several ways you can do it. One way you can do it is use a string versus index. Okay, what is string versus index? That is, for example, ASL store as AX and store with 0. 0 is index.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then
And then you
BX,
like switch the index later.
BX is 1. Okay. So later when you see another later you want to swap, then actually you change them. So first you actually build a mapping of all of the data's reverse index. And then later you actually based on the index you have to swap 0 with maybe 2, something like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I did the map.
That's one way you can do, okay?
Yeah.
There is another way you can do is you see A, okay? You see A, and then you put a A, and then that's assume that this is 0, so you put a 0 there, and you see a B, and you put 1 there. So later you see another B. Then you need to swap this BY and the B and index 1. You see this one, you swap AY with index 0. So you can also,
what's the difference?
the difference is the first one is reverse index. You map string to index, you map to string, and then you use reverse index to do the swap. This one you remember the to be swap location. So this one A so to be swap location is 0. When you see another A, you will swap with 0. After you swap with 0, you delete it because A is no longer there. And then a new A come in, you will actually put a new A, so maybe 10 or maybe 7. And then this is a new to be swap location. So singular one is to be swap location. The second enter is going to swap. Second time you see an A that is to be swapped.
Then when I swap it, would I just immediately swap it in the array because
You just swap the original array, yes.
okay.
The map is used to remember where
The
the
index?
number is, yeah. Okay, I'll give you this hint.
okay.
You continue, okay? Keep
Yeah.
struggling, I'll just give you the hint, okay?
Okay.
Next one, let me have the end. Good part is that you need to be able to get it out by yourself. I don't want you to depend on other people, okay? Next one, the end, your turn. The end, are you better now?
I'm not sure how to make it so that
Why do you
when
put
they
verb? Why do you put the verb inside the uneven? That become a local variable again. Local variable means that it's only in the uneven you can see it. Outside you cannot see it. Other function you cannot see. You have to make sure that your variable is want to be global or you want it to be local. I believe that your verb and adjective, you want them to be global because when you unchange, they will be changed to a new value. You use to get text. But when you want to show it, you need those variables to be available. So usually this kind of variable need to be global variable. So here, empty string. Is that okay? You must understand what's the difference of putting the variable right here and right here. It's different. Inside here is local variable, so you only can see it right here. If you have a global, then everyone can see it, every function can see it. That's the difference. Okay? Same thing, you get text. This get text, since you actually you will need to do verb equals get verb input. You need to add another line right here. You need to add another line right here. No, not there. You add the x equals this one. Yeah, and change the name to verb. No, this side verb. It's not s, is verb. Get text, move this to here. You have to understand what it is. And then put the verb right here. Do one thing at a time. Don't do two variable. And this is set text not necessary. Delete it. So here you create a second one. So what your purpose for this text area? What do you want to do?
Like I enter text, but I leave a blank for the verb and adjective.
You want to put it there, or you want to put the
Like-
verb and adjective here, or
Is like filling in the blank, like
you want to fill it in the blank?
yeah, like I put there's like original text there, but I leave out two blanks for to put the verb and adjective.
Yeah. So that is when you click the next, you come to the screen number 2, then you will set the text for the text area, not unchanged. Unchanged means that you type something that's called unchanged. If you do not type something, that's not unchanged. Okay? Unchanged only happen when you type something. You need to know about the events. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Why you change it to click? Text area is for input. So what do you expect? Click means that you have to use a mouse to click it to get it. So you need to know about this event. Why do you need this event? What's that for? You go to your previous screen one, you have the adjective and the verb. Then you click next. So you click next, you come to this page. So after you come to this page, what will you do? You want to show your verb and your adjective. Then you need to put it in this here. Because after your next click, you click the next, you set a screen 2 and you need to update the text area. You update the text area here, right here. Okay? Okay, I'll be back. You continue, okay? Next one, let me have Harrison. Harrison, your turn.
I finished fixing this one.
Okay. Key point, you need to use it as clean, but usually this one, I don't do it this way. This one, in the class, I taught you already, we have A, B, C, D, E, F. So I'll go through the for loop to remember where there is a change. After I know where there is a change, I add the 0 and then eta length. So I would have all the cut point I have. Then between each two cut point, that is the wrong blocks. This is 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 wrong blocks. And I'll choose the maximum wrong blocks after that in there. It's better than your algorithm.
Okay.
Because I just need to compare the differences. When there is a change, I add the index to the array list. When there is a change, I add the data to the array list. And at the end, I add 0 to the front, add the n at the end, and then compare each of the two cuts. I should get it wrong. That would be better.
Okay.
Next one. Next one. You go into the TT mode again. It's too complicated.
Hmm.
This is too complicated. These and these do the same thing. So can you do something for if to simplify it? This one and this one do the same thing. What's the difference?
So this one doesn't get like the index out of bounds.
Yeah. So your change is not put to if. Or. So here is I equal 0 or not I not equal 0.
Mm.
And delete the else. So I equal 0, you do it. All this, you do it. That's it. But your overall logic may not be correct. I don't know. Just based on your logic, you don't need that. What do you want to do?
I'm trying to find the error.
No, I'm talking about your photo. What do you want to
Oh,
do with your photo?
I want to see if check the is to see if there's directly a letter before it. So I could add change it to is not.
So why do you need to change it to end?
Oh, because I realized I didn't check if it directly follows a letter.
What do you mean by directly followed by a letter?
Because I only check if it's preceded and I didn't check if it's followed.
Okay. But follow is not I+1. You make it too long. This is all for is bad. Redo it. Delete the whole if. Redo it. Have a clear mind to redo it. You just arbitrarily add a lot of garbage into your code. It's I equals 0. If you are equal 0, then you do not need to check anything in front of you. Right?
Yeah.
So you need to check, let's assume you have an is. You need to check your left side and the right side, whether they are the later or not. This is a similar problem like that. And I equals 0 is your left side will have no later. I equals, this is n minus 2. There will be no right side. So you have to use that. This I minus 1 is wrong. Your logic still have some error. You have two things you need to handle right now. I'll come back later, okay?
Okay.
Next one, let me have Belinda, your turn.
Mr. Cho, I solved it.
Next one. Take your time, okay?
Mm.
This one maybe using the to be swapped location is better, okay?
Mhm.
Take your time,
Wait.
okay?
Sorry, what did you say?
This one maybe using the to be swapped location is better because it's only swap once.
To be swapped.
Remember what I told you? You see
Yeah, and then
A, you put a 0, that's to be swapped location. Next A, you will swap with this one because you swap once. Okay?
okay.
Take your time, I'll be back later. Next one, let me have Liena, your turn. Okay. Liena, you have any questions so far?
No.
No? When is your final?
I think it's like next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday. So what do you want to do with the finals? What kind of preparation you would do?
Well, like review the slides the teacher has, and he also gave us practice questions.
Okay, once you finish the practice question, let me know, okay? We can go over it. Okay, let me know. We can go over it.
Okay.
Okay? Okay, you keep reading it. I'm not going to be interrupting. Okay? Next one, let me have Harrison. Harrison, your turn. This one, you actually, let's see. Your overall logic is really bad. So far, still not improving at all. Okay, first one, you go for every letter, not just -1. Why you need to do that? Because you still need to, for example, if you have an is, and there's a, this last a in the at the end of string, you still need it to be handled right here. Even though you do not check is, but you still need to have that. So this one is like that. That is something you need to do. So this portion, let's do this way. That actually is the if part. Let's actually delete everything. I want it to be clean. I don't want to be garbage. So first thing is that you actually go for every letter, and right here you put it right here. If I just then let's do this. That I don't want, since you're going to do the length several times. So let's have integer n equals str the length. So right here, you actually I less than minus 1. If you want to check there is a if or not, your last window will be that window would be right here. You check it. So this one is, you go for every letter, you check if there's a is, not is, you will add the letter into the string. Okay, now you actually check if it's a letter. If it is a letter right here, you have two cases you need to handle. One is it's a long is, or it is a is inside a word. There are two cases right here. So if it's this one, if it's a word is inside a word, then you will also put it into the string. If not, you will actually replace it by is not. So you have to check if left side and right side right here, inside here. Okay? So you do it, check your left side and right side. Your left side, no letter, right side, no letter, then you will what? You will replace it. Otherwise, you will still put the letter into the end.
Okay.
Otherwise, you still need to do the same thing here. Okay, you do it. Before you go for the detailed coding, you must have a good structure. If your structure is wrong, you are wrong. You can fix it later. Okay? I'll give you time, you work on it, okay? Next
Okay.
one, let me have Belinda. Belinda, your turn.
Mr. Cho, so I swapped the two, like the first and second one,
Hmm.
and then I'm trying to think of a way to skip the rest that start with the same letter.
You don't need to do that. You set your A to delete the A from the map.
Mm-hmm.
Means nobody in there anymore. So let's do it this way. You have the A, B, A, C, A, B, A, E. Let's assume this, right? So you will swap this one, this one, this one, this one. So the first A come in, you say A to be swapped location is 0. Second A come in, you check it, there is an A already, so you will swap with 0. Then next one, you actually come in, and then you delete this one. You delete this one, you see an AD, so your A now become 2. And then you see an AE, you swap with 2 and then delete it. You must
Shana,
have
but for this question, it's kind of different. It's like you see the A, B, and AC, so you only swap those two, and then the rest that start with an A don't swap anymore.
then you actually could put a number into there. So let's assume that you have A, you put the 0, and then you actually, the next one you swap with 0, and then you change it to -1. So if A already been swapped, you have a index of -1. That means it already been swapped.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Okay.
That's something you can invent, okay? Keep
Mhm.
working on it. Take your time, no rush. Next one, let me have Liana. Liana, your turn. Okay, next one, let me have Harrison. Harrison, you tell me. We are over 9 o'clock, so Liana and Belinda, you can be dismissed, okay? And Belinda, next time we will see your result, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Next week we won't have the coding practice, but Monday and Friday, if you are available, I will add it, okay? So I will see. Everybody hear me?
Yeah.
Starting from next week, we are off already. Okay, some school already go into the winter, and we actually will get started. So we have 3 weeks off, but I will add the extra session for students who still need to do coding back, who haven't finished. Okay, so usually I will hold it on Monday and Friday. Okay, if you can make it. Okay.
Okay.
Good night then for you, both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wait, Dr. Chow.
Hmm?
Wait, doesn't this check if it has like a letter before it?
No, it is not. Why I-1? You actually need to check character at I-1, not I-1.
Oh,
Be careful. And you also have the problem of if the left side is empty, you do not check. Right side is empty, you do not check. That's a problem. You go into this string index out of bound problem. Not just trying to add to it. You think about it, you have the left side and right side, you need to check. You're still rushing yourself. You are not trying to solve the problem nicely. You still just want to tweak it and to get the answer. That's wrong. So far, this part you have not improved yet. You still haven't go to the design the algorithm so that you can solve the problem nicely, totally. You just want to see, oh, I change this, see if it work, let me click go again, and then do this, let me click again. It's just a hit by chance. That's not programming, okay?
Okay.
This one I told you, you found a word that actually is. You check your left side and right side. So I did it before, for you before. You don't do this. This actually is too complicated. So you found a word, then you say Boolean. Left side equal false. Left side is not a word. Boolean. Right side not a word. So and then if not left and then not right. This one you will do replace. Okay? If not, then you will n or plus equals str.character at 1. So this one is that if it is not if there is a later before it or after it, then this is doesn't count. Okay, now here you have two things that you need to design. This is determine your right side and left side. Here you need to after the left side, right side determine that you have to replace. So this one you need to determine your left side and right side. So left side default to be false. So if the left side is a later and I not equal to 0 and if the left side is a later, then your left side will be true. Similarly for your right side, and then you do replace, that's it. This one will be solved nicely.
Okay.
I'm not trying to do coding for you. I'm trying to teach you how to do coding, okay? Don't try to put a lot of garbage into one if to solve the problem that usually is wrong. You have to think about why am I doing this and put in the structure. So first, the outside if you say for every letter. Go into here, you check if the letter if there is a it is or not. If not, you already do this. Otherwise, you go into there and check if the left side and right side, if you actually check in the letter, okay?
Okay.
Now you do replace right here. Also, be careful about the word, the I. Okay, work on the replace. You did not increase the I. Go. Okay?
Okay.
It's not that hard. You actually make it so complicated. Good night then. Bye bye.
Bye. Thank you.